Testing. I actually found there's a single trait that you can use to see whether an editor is going to do well or not in the space. I was actually speaking to a client that I've been coaching for a while, and he's an editor. His name's Jackson, and we actually met in November. He came to me. He was working for about $40 per video. Guys from Fiverr, and honestly, he wasn't having too much fun. They overworked him. Their expectations were the highest, and they were paying like crap. But his concern wasn't how to get higher paying clients. His was more fundamental side. What he actually told me was he constantly felt like he wasn't doing enough for his clients. And this is a change of pace, because honestly, for most people, when I'm coaching, when I'm helping editors, they're asking, oh, I'm not getting paid enough, so that's why I don't want to do it well. He was here saying he wants to do it better, and he's constantly still feeling like he's not doing good enough. He asked me how to get over this, and I told him something that I think kind of was pretty anticlimactic for what he was expecting. I told him that feeling never goes away. And that feeling that you're feeling right now, Jackson, is exactly why you're going to do so well in the editing space. So I gave him, of course, the tactics side as well, where it's here's how you transition from Fiverr over to Twitter. Here's how you get high paying clients. Here's how you brand yourself as someone who isn't willing to take on a $40 video. Instead, you're working towards that 100 to 300, moving up to like 500, 1,000 per video. This is how I did it. This is how you should do it. And he did that. And like I said, the feeling didn't go away. But the difference is, instead of him making like $40 a video now he's working for more. I believe it's around 5 or 6K a month. And I believe he's touched a little higher than that. He went from Fiverr to that. And it was this exact trait that he has, which is repeatedly what I've seen. The editors that do well have this trait, and the editors that don't do well and end up quitting don't. And that's over-delivering. Now, I satiated your curiosity. You can leave now if that's all you needed to hear. But if you want to hear more about what over-delivering actually is, then I'll explain it for a few more minutes. Over-delivering is essentially whenever you are being paid by a client, there's somewhat subconscious expectations that have been set. There's, okay, this guy is going to get the video done in X days. He's going to make it this good, such as shown in his portfolio. He's going to communicate with a certain cadence. He's going to essentially do his job that I've paid him for. Over-delivering is exceeding those expectations. It's when you've been paid by a client for $50 or $100 or however much you have been paid, and you make the video worth 10 times more. It's small things like when you see a curve that you've done for an animation and you know that it could be a little smoother. You see the little jump in the curve where it's supposed to be perfectly aligned, but there's a little jitter. It's you spending the 30 extra seconds to actually put that in its place. There's a constant insecurity that comes about when you're working with someone and they've paid you a decent amount, or maybe if you're just starting out, you're not used to actually making money online. Like, you're not used to someone paying you and there being an expectation of you doing work, and there's an insecurity of not knowing whether you're doing it properly or not. That's a good feeling. And it actually reminds me of when I was working with Sona. So she's a art creator. She's got about 1 million subscribers. And right now, if you search her up, Sona Draws Stuff, I believe her name is. Her highest viewed video, it's got over 5 million views. That was my video. And that video actually took me 3 months to complete. Now, do I recommend spending 3 months on editing a video? No, I do not. But it perfectly explains the point of this video. I told her that I'd get the video done in a week. But then around 5 days in, I was ready to give in the video, but I had another idea for the intro. I wanted to do something that I've never seen anyone do before. It was this crazy hyper editing animations where I saw a vision with her video. But that would mean that it would take me another few days, another week, I have no idea. So I told her, hey Sona, I can get you the video right now, but I'll be completely honest, I kind of want a few more days. I know I can make this a bang. She said it was fine because she could tell I was telling the truth. It wasn't that I was lying and I just wanted to get an extended deadline. Then I wasn't able to get it done, and I asked her for another few days, and I kept on going, and it took me 3 months to get the video done. But she wasn't mad. Because that was the best video, and even before we posted it, we knew this was gonna bang. We knew at least her average views were around 200,000. We knew we were at least getting a million and a half views on this. We hit 5 million views on that video within, I believe it was within a year. Her next most viewed video, I believe, was around 3 million. So, over-delivered, success. And here's the thing. If I worked out my hourly rate for that video, I would literally be being paid under minimum wage. If you worked out like the amount I was being paid, which I think it was around like 1,000 or I don't actually remember, it was like 500 or 1,000, which sounds like a lot for a single video, but it was the fact that I spent 3 fucking months every single day working on it. If I did the hours, it's under minimum wage. That was still technically my highest paying video. Not because of the objective number. I've worked with higher numbered videos now. Now I'm working towards $1,500, $2,000 per video. And less work, by the way. The reason I still consider that my highest paying video was because that video allowed me to get higher paying clients. So because I over-delivered on that single video, I was able to put that on my portfolio, put that onto my Twitter, and that allowed me to leverage that work to get better clients. So even though that video hadn't paid me much, it was only because of that even till this day, I still get inbounds because of that one post. Even on my portfolio now, like, I'm not one of those editing creators that they tell you how to make money editing, but they've never done it themselves. I've actually done this. So you can actually check out my portfolio, and that Sona project is still on my portfolio. And that project still gets me clients, a lot of clients. And that basically means that work that I did for 3 months has paid off for the last 2 years. That's what over-delivering does for you. I hear so many editors that say, I don't get paid enough to over-deliver. That's the fucking point. The point is, you constantly feel as though you're doing way too much than you're being paid for. Like, that is the point of over-delivering. Like, I hear editors who are struggling to raise their prices or struggling to get clients. And I ask them, like, is this your best work? And they'll say, no, if I actually did a client project, if someone was paying me more, then I would do it properly. It's like, that's not how it works. High-paying clients, they don't just hope that you do it well. They look for someone who has already shown that they can do editing well, or at least at the standard that they would like. And then they say, okay, you've done it before, now I'll trust you. It's not, I'll pay you, I hope that you've got kind of shit work, but I hope that you can do it better because you told me that technically you could do it better than in your portfolio. That's not how it works. You need to over-deliver before you actually get the clients. And that means whenever you get a tiny opportunity, whether it be for $5, $10, $50, $100, $200, whatever your current standard is, you treat it like it's worth 10 times more. And then when you put that onto your portfolio, when you put that onto your Twitter, you attract that type of client. The way branding works is the shit you put out into the world is the type of shit that you'll get back. The way that I speak on these videos is going to be the same type of people who kind of resonate with the way I speak are going to be attracted to me. If I started speaking in a different way to how I normally speak, it would attract a different type of person. If you post shit work, it's going to attract people who post shit work, which usually are the lower paying clients. So, yeah, over delivery. It worked with Jackson, worked with me, worked with around 50, 100, 200 other guys that I've helped do the exact same thing. So, yeah, hope you found this useful, man.